Retired General Michael Hayden went on MSNBC and took a victory lap over NSA spying. If you're wondering how that makes sense, so am I.
You know, I was talking to you guys about 12 months ago about these massive amounts of metadata that NSA held in storage. That metadata doesn't look all that scary this morning, and I wouldn't be surprised if the French services pick up cell phones associated with the attack and ask the Americans, where have you seen these phones active globally? And so we're going to have to continue to struggle with that balance between keeping ourselves safe and keeping our privacy protected.
Think about how stupid that is. If the spying worked, then why were the terrorists successful? So it didn't prevent anything. And even if you say it worked up until then, well, that's not true either. Have you met Dzhokhar Zarnev, the Boston bomber? And also, why are we all suspects? Why is the default position that everybody needs to be spied on? Because sometimes there are Muslim fundamentalists and sometimes there are terrorists in the world. So that means we are all suspects? No, this is why the warrant system is necessary. You have absolutely no probable cause to look through my sister's shit or to look through the shit of a grandmother who lives in Denver, Colorado. Get a goddamn warrant. But he's saying, no, it's good that we collect all this metadata and we spy on people because what? There is no logical completion to that sentence. And remember, we learned that the NSA was spying on porn habits, and the details of the article on this was even crazier. They said they're spying on porn habits to, quote, discredit radicalizers. So they're going through people who might, you might change the status quo, change the system. So they probably got files on all different people and like, oh, look at the kind of porn this guy's into. And if this guy ever gets too powerful, well, you release that and that's it. Problem solved. You've just discredited the radicalizer by following their porn habits. Also, you had people at the NSA spying on their ex-girlfriends. They had a fucking code word for it. That's how common it was. There was a code word for it. They called it love int. Love as short for love intelligence. And they would just talk about it. Sitting in front of their computers. Hey, Dave, did you look at what Cheryl's doing this weekend? Yeah, man, been spying on her. She got a new boyfriend. Fuck him. Like, these are things that are real. But he goes out there, and look, historically, this happens all the time. Governments always use tragedies to crack down on civil liberties. Which is why, this is why people need to understand. Your civil liberties are meaningless unless you stick by them in times that are rough. Because everybody knows you never need to worry about your civil liberties in times of peace and prosperity, right? Everybody looks around, everything is wonderful, yay, nothing's wrong in the world, so we don't need to worry about our civil liberties because everything's going great. Yeah, it's easy to defend your civil liberties during those times because they're not under threat. Nobody's coming to take them away. But when something bad happens, that's when all governments use whatever bad thing it is to say, well, now let us take away some of your rights, and then we promise you security if you just let us take away some of your rights. Well, how does the old saying go? Those who would sacrifice liberty for security deserve neither. Hear, hear. That's absolutely correct.